All right, so you bought or are thinking of buying the version 2 of the wired golf simulator control box for GSPRO. Eventually we're going to do some other ones, but GSPRO seems to be the big thing. It has the most robust hotkeys. Hold on. All right, so the kid switched out to salt and pepper with his toy salt and pepper, and he was tricking me. Got me good. All right, so you got version 2, you're going to open it up. Again, everything's going to come with a 10-foot USB extension. That comes free. With every order, as far as I know, going forward, I think it's something I'll be able to offer. I do have thicker boxes. And like I said in the version 1 video, everything's going to be changing and getting better. So version 2 isn't like an upgraded version of version 1. It's a different version. So you have all these different functions. So you still have all the basic ones. So the only thing different with this one is if you get it, this does not work. It needs a program, because in the other one I have to attach 2 points. Well, the auto hotkeys don't work when I have that connected. So whatever. But anyway, you have to program this one anyway, so you might as well program that. So I'm working on the back. It's just glued in right now, and I think that's what I'll keep, or maybe I'll make some sort of bracket system in the 3D print. Again, things are going to change. If it falls off, glue it back on. I'm sorry until I, figure something different out. They are strong. They're thick. I can't bend it, so it's not like they're going to fall apart. This is in there good. This is getting upgraded too. It's going to be a little bit thicker. Anyway, you have all of your basic functions, and you can glue this onto. I'm not going to, but this is going to come with. So you're going to hold shift, which is hide UI, and then you can do, like if you drop in the water, and we'll just go through that in a minute. But this shift holds everything down. Now, in the code that you're going to get, what I did, and it took a while, if you hit that, it hides UI. But you don't want to be hiding UI every time you use it as your shift button. So what it does is, if this is held for longer than 1 second, it goes and says, okay, I've been held down longer than 1 second. Now when this gets released, because obviously if you hold it for down longer than 1 second, you can use all these, and you don't have to let go. It's just, as you're holding it, these just change into what they are. So now when you let go, it's going to send another command to hit H again, which is then going to turn back on or how you originally had it. If you had your user interface on, it's just going to turn that back on. So using shift and other things it doesn't affect, you don't have to hit that every time you use one of these other things. So I'll bring you in, and I'll show you. I'm done yakking without showing you the screen. So, and then I'll show you how to program it. I'm going to do like a basic 19, because everything's resolution dependent. 1920 by 1080 is what I'm going to show you. And if you buy this, you have to be able to use this. So I'm hoping people watch this video before they buy version 2. And you don't even need this to see if you can program this. It's super easy. And what I'm hoping to do is, as people buy it, they just send me their codes for I'll do it for 4K, I'll do it for 2K, 16 by 9, I'll do it for all the basic ones, 4 by 3, 1080p, 4 by 3, 2K, 4 by 3, 4K, just kind of your basic standard ones I'll have just up and available, and those will work on your screens. Like, let's say you're running 1920 by 1080 like most people are, this code will work right out the gate, and those will all be free downloads with this. So, all right, yeah, that's kind of the unboxing, and now we'll pull up GSPRO and go through the functions and then how to program it. Okay, so I have all my files saved in golf.ahk, so open that up. We're going to run, just to show you, the Find Mouse. And that's on the website as well. So when I hit F1, see, it shows me Those are the coordinates of that screen. So then we can go to, so mini drop 1920 by 1080. I'm going to open that up. Open GSPRO back up. I'm going to go back to full screen here. All right, and you can have those all open beforehand. I was just trying to show you guys here. So we'll go local match. Okay, so obviously you would have this off, and away from your computer with the 10-foot extension. You can have it on the ground. It's still big enough. But in order to keep the price down, I had to make it small, so my PCBs were cheaper. Maybe I can figure that out later and make it bigger, but it seems like a pretty decent size. So you have all your basic functions, left, right, got shot cam. My computer's kind of slow, so that's why everything's slow. So you can still do flyover. Now flyover only works on the tee before you hit. You can't do it from anywhere else, just so you know that's not broken. I like to putt on the fringe. There's no club up, club down, because you don't need it. But if you're putting from the fringe, you can see putter, driver, see that changed. I like that quite a bit. Now, if you look in the left corner at the mini map, you'll see all the heat maps turn on when I hit that. Okay. Now, we're going to cut out and do some, drop balls, and I got to find water here. Okay, we found water. So now when I hold this down, I can do next option, and it moves the mouse and it clicks there. Next option. And then when I'm done, I can hit re-hit, or drop ball, which will click, up there. So next option, next option. So here is where you can, move the ball back and forward if you need to, if you want. So we'll drop ball there. So now we're back. Now we can aim. And of course, I'm way off because I have to go find water. So, all right. So now if you just hit mulligan, it's going to give you a mulligan. Now, if you hold this and do OB re-hit, it's going to go click on that. Apparently, I'm running the wrong code here. Yeah, I got another code that doesn't hide the UI when you use it. I clicked on the wrong one. It took me a while to get the right code to work, so I had a whole bunch of test codes. But if you hit hide UI, it works. But if you hold it down longer than 1 second and then let go, it turns it back on. But I'm not going to stop this video just for that. It's not a big important thing. It's in the new code. So now we'll go to scramble. Okay. So I just ignore this screen thing here. That's from when I hit F1 earlier, and we'll go into that because you won't run this mouse finding, coordinates when you're playing. So like you'll use it here, so for player 1, I'm going to do, I'm going to write that down. And then for player 2, I'm going to write that down. And then that's what I'm going to use in that code. And we'll bring you in there in a minute. So let's just get it gone for a minute. So now, obviously, Andrew, which is player 2, did better. Now, the one thing you can do with the mouse, it's not here. You can look at who's better, right? So if you're using this, you don't get to look who's better, but obviously it's going to bring you to whoever's is better, or second. You can see Bruce is 380 and this Andrew guy is 217. This is his shot here. So obviously I want player 2. So I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to hit player 2 and it's going to click on that one. And again, the UI hid, but again, I fixed that. It's not a thing. So now you can both hit again. One of you is closer. Well, they're both 29, so let's pick Bruce this time. Give him a shot. He needs a shot. Some tournaments, you need to play it. So, all right, that's that. Now I'm going to bring you now. So basically all those things that come up, when you hit out of bounds, you just hit F1 on it and write that thing down. So this is how I did it. So you can see here on mine, you know, move forward, you know, those are the coordinates, drop ball, those are the coordinates. You just write all those down, okay? And then you'll come out to the code and I'll show you. Pause. I'll bring it back in. All right, this is the one I should have ran. So I'm going to open this one up because this is the one that, you know, has a shift and that wouldn't hide the UI. So what you're going to do is you're going to download AutoHotkey from the internet. There's links out there. Look up AutoHotkey, download it. That's all you need to do. Don't do anything else. So once you have AutoHotkey downloaded, you're going to download this V2 mini box, and I'm going to put the resolution behind each one and have all of those available. But if I don't have your resolution, or if you have two screens, I don't know how it's going to work with two screens. It will work. There's ways around it. So for simplicity's sake, this is how we're going to do it here. You're going to, when you download it, you know, you put it on your desktop. You can edit in Notepad, open it up in Notepad, however, but you're gonna get it open in Notepad here. So this here is that key weight HT1. Basically for T1 is 1 second. If it's held down longer than 1 second, it automatically sends another one. So it won't hide the UI every time you use it and you have to hit it. So now you have, everything is going to be H because hide UI is H. So H and left is drop ball. So what you're going to do is you're going to change these numbers to what you got when you hit F1. Like hit your ball into water and then hit F1 on every one of those. On every one of those options that come up, and write those coordinates down. You're going to put those coordinates here, right? Just, you know, erase it and delete it. Keep that space there. H and right, that's next option. Put that in there, H and J, which is shot cam. So keep in mind, you know, you got to have your hotkeys. So J is shot cam. O is flyover. Putter is U. Heat map is Y. Mulligan is M. So H and M, this is OB rehit. So if you're out of bounds, you know, then you type it there. So, and then this here is just, if I ever hit M, it's going to hit M and control. Keep in mind when you're running this, there's not really a way around it, but if you're typing in a course while this is running and there's an M, it's not going to type that M. Just it's a way of the thing. So don't run the hotkey if you're ever going to type an M if you're searching for a new course. If you're just clicking on courses, it doesn't matter because you're not typing in, you know, M. So that's how you do that. You know, so H and U, left click. So like, yeah, I mean, here is your putter, but it's also picking player 2 and scramble. And then of course, you know, you run that mouse F1 hotkey and then hit F1. So we'll get rid of this. F1 is how you figure out all those different hotkeys. So I'll take you back in real quick just to show you. Okay. So I'm going to put it up here, move forward, hit F1. I'm going to write those coordinates down. You know, I'm going to write move forward, drop ball, move back, next option. You don't need to do mulligan because that's already built in. You can just randomly hit mulligan. It'll give you a mulligan. You don't have to do anything else. So F1, 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 you write those down, and then you put that in the code like I showed you. So I am running, right now I am running the one that I want. So let's, next option, drop ball. Now when I let go, see it, so hide UI. But now if I hold it down longer than 1 second, when I let go, it's going to pop it back up. So that gives me the ability to not hide UI every time I use this. So I'm going to try to get out of bounds here. So here I'm going to hold it down, and then I'm going to hit OB rehit. Okay, let go, pops back up. There you go. I want this video to be as self-explanatory as possible. So I'm hoping everyone who buys this is watching this to the end, because this is the video I will refer you to every single time I get a question. It's a $69 box with this, with everything. All these boxes are typically, you know, the cheapest ones I see are $100, and that's typically when they're running a special. Obviously, it's smaller, but you know, if you want a bigger one and more functions, I have my wireless box. It goes up to 30 feet. This is just, hey, you got friends over, you need to be able to do the simple stuff. You can use, you know, this. Really easy. Makes it super simple for having a lot of people over. So, super easy, super simple, intuitive. You're trying to figure out what else I need to say so I don't get bombarded with questions. Yeah, just watch this full video over and over again if you have questions. If it's not in this video, you can, you know, shoot me an email. If it is in the video, I will just link this video in the email, and that's all I'll do. So if you don't want to do all this, I have version 1, which is basically just this. And even mulligan is a hotkey that you don't have to program or anything. You just plug it in and the box works. I think you disable one quick little thing on your computer, but that's it. You don't have to program, don't do nothing. And these are the functions you get. So super simple for version 1. It's the same price, $69 on my website. Etsy, Amazon, and eBay, you know, they might be $79, but it's always going to be free shipping. So those other sites charge me a lot of money. But that's that. Enough yapping. Hopefully that answers all your questions that you may have on how this box works. And I'm hoping to, you know, keep making them better. Let me know what I can do better, and, you know, like and subscribe to these. I'm hoping to do, you know, more videos that don't necessarily always have to do with boxes, but hey, it's what I do and I'm good at it. All right, remember, I do things the wrong way, so you don't have to.